Securing the airway. You've intubated your patient now. Okay. And one of the things you hopefully had done before this, but if not, you could do it after, is you need your tape. Now, first off, the tape that they use in the hospitals is only 1 inch. This is 1.5 inches. That's because it's all I could find. And so, and it was cheaper. And I couldn't find the 1 inch tape. So, 1 inch tape. 1 inch, not 1.5 inches. Got it? 1 inch. This is 1.5 inches for practice purposes only. Got it? Okay. Okay, so what you would need to do now is you're going to need enough tape that it's going to fit around the patient's head. Now, this particular mannequin has a very large head. But generally speaking, what I used to do is I used to just sort of give it this shot myself so I could see. Try not to get your hair all over the sticky side. But the point was to kind of measure the length. You don't want to get it too short. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is secure that. So you rip that off. Okay, you set that anywhere along in here. I set that there only because this is a long, long piece of tape. Now, what you're going to need is a strip in the back to protect their head. Anybody's hair in the back, you don't want to tape across the back of the hair on their head. It's going to hurt terribly when you take it off. Okay, so you always get that strip, and then what you can do is you can lay it out. Okay, and lay it across here. Okay, and the idea is to get this strip here, and you place it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Because right in the middle is going to be where it comes across the back. Okay? Now, what some people did is they would you'll see the tongue depressors in the hospital, and then they would place a tongue depressor here and wrap it up, and then you can just slide it under. I never really felt the need for that, but if you feel that that's the most important thing to do, that's fine. There's no law that says you can't do it. There's no law that says you have to do it any other way. You can do it any way you want. I'm not going to fight with you on that one. Okay. You can already see part of the problem with tape is it likes to stick together. Second problem you're going to find working with tape is you need to do it with gloves on. Okay, so you're going to find you're going to have all kinds of problems. Okay, but when you get the tape, the idea will be to slide it under the patient's head. Okay. And you'll need somebody here to hold the tube. You don't want it sliding, so this is a two-man or two-person operation. One to hold the tube, one to do the tape. Okay. And when you hold the tube, okay, you don't stand there like this. That's guaranteed to cause the tube to either become extubated or push it down. You place your hand on the face, and then you hold the tube like this. That way it doesn't move. Okay. So then you would then get the tape. Okay. You would slide it under your patient's head. Okay. With the back of the back portion of the nape, okay, where the hair is, the nape of your neck. Okay. Now, when you do the tape, this is always the trickiest part. Okay. You need to take the tape now, and you need to split the tape from the middle. It's not that easy. If you can't rip it right away, this is really like sticky tape. Okay. You can just, of course, give yourself a little shot in the middle, and then split the tape. One part will come across the top of their lip. And everybody's a little different. Make sure you just get it on one side. Now, do not tape the pilot balloon to the tube. Don't do that, because you'll pinch it off, and then you can't put any air in it. Okay, so make sure that your tape comes on the other side. And on this side, I'll tape it on the side. You tape it like this, so the pilot balloon is not taped. And then you wrap it around. Now, the only other tricky part is you want what they call a dog ear. Because otherwise, if you just tape it all up, it's impossible when you go to take it off. You got spit, you're working with gloves, it's terrible. So out of courtesy, you dog ear it. Okay, and you'll find it becomes easier to take it off. Okay, Now, okay, what I used to do is you take the other part. Now, some people, everybody's a little different how they secure it. I'm not that particular, but I used to take the other portion and wrap it around. Okay, you wrap it around like this. And the end, again, I would do what?
Dog ear.
Dog ear that. Okay. Okay, then on this side, I would always take the tape. Make sure it's tight in the back here. Okay. And I need to do what with this side? Split the tape. I need to split it again. Okay. So this is like sticky tape. Usually you don't have to do this. Okay. Same thing. Okay, do not tape this. You just wrap it around here. Okay. Etc. Okay, if it was too long, sometimes I would just run it over here. Too long, let's run it over here. Okay, you got to tape this down, wrap it around, dog ear it. Okay, then you can just dog. Okay, and there's your taping. Okay, there's the taping of your tube. Should be okay. Assess your patient again as always. Breath sounds, chest rise. Make sure the tube is not slipped. You see equal and bilateral breath sounds and chest rise. Okay, and that's how you would secure the airway. Now, the last thing you're going to do is you're always going to put an oral pharyngeal airway in because you don't want them biting down. And the saliva on here will make this very, very slick. So when you put it in, of course, always is upside down. Okay. Turn it over. And what I used to do, now I've seen people do it where they use the same tape. I wouldn't do that because when the guy spits out the oral pharyngeal airway, out comes the tube. But if somebody wants to do it that way, I don't have any problem. I personally did not do that one. I just got myself another strip of tape and simply went across the top or the bottom, it doesn't really matter, and anchor it in like this. That way if they spit out the oral pharyngeal airway, they don't spit the tube out with it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But you will see people who do it, and that's fine. There's no right way, no wrong way. That's just the way I do it. Everyone's a little different. A little different. Go along with it when you're out there. And that's securing of the airway.